Okay, and we're live. So, Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon dropped the teaser trailer last week. And everyone I talked to, every other, channel that I happened to, check out, basically really liked what they saw. I really liked it as well. Already, though, you're starting to see the calls for a theatrical release. And it looks like that's not going to happen. And Zack Snyder himself is explaining why, which is why we're getting into this video. And it says why Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon won't get a wide theatrical release. Okay, so this is 2 days ago. Acclaimed director Zack Snyder, this is from Screen Rant. So acclaimed director Zack Snyder explains why the Rebel Moon movies will be released on Netflix rather than getting a wide theatrical release. Now, I don't know if that is the wide in there, if there's going to be some limited release, or let's find out. This is from Lucas Sheo 2 days ago. Director Zack Snyder is opting out of a long-term theatrical release for Rebel Moon. Part 1, due to the energy-draining nature of the model and the differences between PG-13 and extended cuts. And I've already got into, in previous videos, how he's already said there's going to be a director's cut, and with probably close to an hour's extra footage. Everything should have a Snyder cut, so that's no problem for me. Netflix has high hopes for Rebel Moon, considering the streaming platform's success in science fiction and fantasy franchises and Snyder's fan base. Nobody's more fired up for this than the fan base, considering, there's really nothing else going on around Christmas time. Dune has been kicked back until next year. So this is going to be the big sci-fi release of the year. Snyder's artistic vision for Rebel Moon, which includes R-rated elements, will remain intact, with Netflix a limited theatrical release, allowing the movies to stay true to his vision. There's a reason that Zack Snyder is opting out of a long-term theatrical release for Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire. The first of 2 Rebel Moon entries, A Child of Fire, features an ensemble cast that includes Anthony Hopkins, Sophia Boutella, Demian Rousseau, I never know how to pronounce that, but he's a great actor, as well as numerous other stars. Inspired by Star Wars, Rebel Moon is a science fiction movie series involved in a grand rebellion with galactic consequences. The project will be released solely on Netflix. Considering that Rebel Moon is a massive project with significant financial backing, I think the budget for both is $160 million, excuse me. I really do need some coffee, which is, by today's standards, extremely inexpensive. Both parts for $160 million, that's not bad. There is some expectation that the movie would enjoy a typical theatrical release. While speaking with Polygon, Snyder explained why the sci-fi movie will not be seen in theaters for very long. Hold on a second. There will be a limited theatrical release, but the model simply does not work for Rebel Moon. Check out Snyder's explanation below. Okay, so we're going to have a limited theatrical release. Limited theatrical. Okay, with this, I was not super interested in a theatrical release, especially with the PG-13 versus extended cuts. And I said in my other video that the extended cuts are going to be kind of a hard R. I feel like with the theatrical release, the way the model is, it takes some energy out of it. Netflix has achieved massive success by building franchises in science fiction and fantasy universes. Stranger Things and Wednesday have become worldwide sensations that ensured the continued success of the streaming platform. And we should mention that this coming season of Stranger Things will be the final season. This will be the final season of Cobra Kai. So those things are kind of coming to a close, and they need some new flavor. They need some new content. So I think this will suffice. Backed by the fan favorite creative Snyder, Rebel Moon already has a built-in audience of Snyder supporters and can continue to draw audiences through comparisons with Star Wars. And if you saw my video on the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka, oh boy, yeah, this could do very well. The budget for both Rebel Moon films was a combined $166 million. That's not bad for two. That's very inexpensive for two films, two Zack Snyder films, extremely inexpensive. If part one is to succeed, it will likely need to pull in $207.5 million overall, given that it will likely have cost $83 million to produce. Now, I don't know how you measure that. How do you measure that with the numbers? Relying solely on Netflix subscribers could risk alienated theater-going audiences, preventing Rebel Moon from achieving its full potential. Not to mention, a massive science fiction extravaganza with Zack Snyder, it needs to be seen on the big screen. That may not concern Netflix, as the company may simply attempt to draw in and retain subscribers with the Rebel Moon series. If it brings in new subscribers, it would be more worthwhile long-term to Netflix than movie tickets. The artistic vision is also essential to the success of Rebel Moon, and Snyder's hesitation to release theatrically is integral to that. If he sees theaters as a limiting experience, then Netflix could be taking his opinion into account. Rebel Moon features R-rated elements, including sex, extreme violence, yeah, baby, and swearing. I'm always good with that. That's a great trifecta there, which could explain Snyder's concerns. It requires extra work for the creator to cut the movie to PG-13 and then revisit for an extended R-rated cut. Rebel Moon's lack of long-term theatrical release ensures that Snyder's vision for the films can remain true, and that's from Polygon. So, I mean, it looks like we're going to be getting a limited theatrical release, but it's not going some sort of big worldwide, release drop, all over the place. It's going to be simple. It's going to be available on Netflix. I'm very much looking forward to it. I think it drops on December 22nd. So, can't be better. But it looks like no theatrical release, and that's non-negotiable. Let me know what you think. Like this video. Leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel. If you leave a comment, one-word comment is fine. Share the video. Find out what other people think. Is he making a mistake not releasing it in the theaters? If it did, would it generate some profits? Leave your comments below, and we will see you all in the next video. All right, see you soon.